If you do operate, then could you tell them about the incision and how do you proceed?
So the incision mainly is a horizontal incisions along the clavicle. You can do a bra strap incision also. The incisions are sometimes painful because there are lots of nerve endings there, and you might also have a bit of patch numbness after below the incision. Now the operation as such is that you will put a plate through there and fix A to B and put some screws through there. The repeated question that is asked to me, I'm sure Mr. Jacob to you would be also that do we take the plate out after 6 months to a year, and what do you tell them?
As a rule of thumb, I try and avoid a second operation unless a plate or the implant has broken or there has been some irritability under the skin, or the scar has gaped open as a result of the plate screw poking through the skin. Younger children, especially in the growing immature skeleton, I would advise the plate come out. It's a quick second procedure, but it's primarily because if the bone is growing, the plate acts as a tether and thereby impedes horizontal bone growth. So that may be the only indication in the younger population to remove the plate.
Now there is another subset of fractures which is, though we call it the clavicle fracture or the collarbone fracture, it occurs near your shoulder joint. Now that fracture is treated very different to if you have a fracture in the middle of your collarbone. Mr. Jacob, would you want to explain the treatment protocols for the fractures that happens nearer to the shoulder joint?
So the ligaments that are holding the collarbone down together are important ligaments that if they rupture, the collarbone pops up, and it's fairly obvious. There are various grades of dislocation or fracture dislocation at this level, and as you heard, the non-union rates are higher. So we want to stabilize the fracture in order that the ligaments regain their tension, to a larger extent regain the integrity. So I tend to use a very tried and tested operation which is called the hook plate, whereby the plate goes under the collarbone and anchors itself on this bone and then goes over. Now the more fancier surgeons will use something little more tidy, where they don't have to do a second operation like mine to remove the hook plate. Although it's a tried and tested procedure, the second procedure is also using a button and a screw mechanism to anchor the bones down.
So I use that method of fixation, but I wouldn't say that I'm a fancier surgeon than Mr. Jacob, but it depends on what procedure you are comfortable with, but most important is how the bone quality is, and those kind of important questions you should discuss with your surgeon if you are offered a surgery. Anything else you want to add to this?
No, collarbone fractures are again not that common in the average population, but those who do get it feel the brunt of the injury. So we're thankful that you watched this video. We hope you learned something out of it and it's educated you. Thank you for watching.
And remember, your health is your responsibility. Thank you for watching us.